はい、マッデンNFL22 フランチャイズモード、カンザスシティチーフスでやっております。今回は Week6 相手はワシントンフットボールチームになります。前半終了して21対17、ワシントンの4点のリードで後半開始になります。ゲームレベルオールマッテンでやっております。あとスライダー調整はしております。それでは第3クォーター開始になります。前半はエンドゾーン内でのコーナーバックとの競り合い2本が2本とも負けてしまって、タッチダウンを取られてしまったというところがまずありますね。コーナーバックに1対1で負けるともうちょっとどうしようもないですね。テリー・マクローリンに1本取られたのも、それはもうしょうがないかなと思うんですが、1本多分ルーキーレシーバーと思うんですけど、それに競り負けて取られているので、ちょっとここがどうなのかなというところですね。ケルシーですね、まず6ヤードぐらい、5ヤード見ましたね。
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And Kansas City drafted McCall Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
ここは危ない。今プレッシャーかかったのにパスがショートしましたね。
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes to throw once more.
ケルシーがドロップしましたね。
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
ここも取りましたね。ここでサーダウンコンバージョンをクリアしましたね。
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again.
ここもケルシー。ここは振り切れたと思ったんですけど、足に引っかかりましたね。
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
ここはロビンソン脱臼しました。せっかく投げたのに。ロビンソン一応100ヤードクリアするっていう条件があるので、なるべく投げたいなと思ってなかなか投げなかったんですけど、今のはでもちょっとああいう落球されてるとなかなか難しいですね。
Here's Mahomes to throw.
うわ、これか。
Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
ここはフィールドゴールですね。50ヤード逆風ですけど。これはでも一球しましたね。とりあえず3点返して1点差ですね。
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
ここギブソンが6ヤードぐらいなので、5ヤードですね。
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think they're going to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
ここちょっとブリッツかけて勝負ですね。
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. But he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
ドロープレー。とりあえずファーストダウンは取れなかったですけど、まだ2ヤードですね。
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
雰囲気のパスが全然止まんないですね。21分の20です。90% 超えてますね。もうどうしようもないですね、これ。
A 1st down throw for Heineke.
バー待ってた。
Throw right side going to be caught by Seals
22
Jones.
分の
He
21。
is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll let their fullback try
ここは取りましたね、フルバック。
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line
これでもよく抑えましたね。フィールドゴールですね。
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
めちゃめちゃちょっとハイニキのパスが全く止まらないので、なか厳しい試合展開ですね。
You'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And he can't find a receiver and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. And he was telling the coach, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL, and we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
That was got his eyes on 700. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Heineke to throw it. Patterson complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 12. Here's Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Heineke. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke.
They've
given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless. Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To throw again on second down. Heineke got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ricky Seals Jones, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
とにかくもうフェンスは止められないですね。
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
パーソナルファウルアナセリだったんですけどね、今。ホームズ出た後にタックル来ましたね。
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here again is McCannon.
And
they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 up to 15.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. The Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And DeMarcus Robinson may be unheralded on that Kansas City track squad of wide receivers, but he's been dependable for these Chiefs the past few years.
Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
厳しいですね。
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw.
来ましたね。とりあえずグレイへのタッチダウンパス決まりましたね。ちょっとディフェンスがもうちょっと
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
ちょっと勝負ですね、ここは。
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes will throw for it.
よし、決めましたね。
Into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
これでも抑えてフィールド後、なんとかまずディフェンスを抑えることはまず第一なんで、その抑えた、もし抑えれれば、フィールドゴールでも同点というところですね。今日ちょっとハイニキのパッシングオフェンスを止められないので、なかなかちょっと難しいですよね。これルーキーワイドレシーバーですね。シールズ・ジョーンズ、92ヤードか。結構1対1のセレアも取られてますしね。
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you get in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
ここはなんとか。
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd and 1, Heineke.
こうなんとか。取られてる。第一はごとごとくやられてますね。あと防ぎようないですね。
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 31.
もうこれフィールドゴールレンジ入ってますからね。まあフィールドゴール抑えればまだですけど。もうここも。
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Heineke.
ここはオーバースローでしたね。マクローリンですね。
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short. Now Heineke. He's got it.
ファーストダウン取りましたね。
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On second down now.
ここも抑えました
At
ね。
a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Oh,
リー
Brandon,
ド
I'm
を
gonna tell you,
タイムアウ
this
トです
is
ね。
football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Heineke with a 3rd and goal.
あ、やばい。
Dancing around, he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke, a 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to
これは
stretch
もう
the lead.
ちょっと厳しいですね。10点差か。
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. 2:19 to play. To throw, it's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. That catch good for
これで
only a
2ミット
couple.
ですね。
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Mahomes will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes to throw it. A dump down to McKinnon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense. No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. Here's Mahomes. Connecting with Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving, 15 touchdowns as well. And that was second only to Devontae Adams. We know about the big plays, also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was.
フィールドゴール、なるほど、フィールドゴールへ。とりあえず7点差にして、あとはオンサイドにかけるっていう感じですね。
Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they see.
38対31ということで、両チームの勝利ですね。なかなかちょっとここまでは3勝3敗になりましたんで、厳しい試合というか、厳しいシーズンになってますね。実際の NFL でもカンザスシティチーフスが、今シーズン前半かなり厳しい戦いをしてましたけど、全く同じ状況になってきましたね。とにかくハイニキのパスがもう止まんなかったですね。1対1のパス、コーナーバックの1対1ですね。ここはもう全く止められてなかったので厳しかったですね。レーティングハニキ 147.6、34回投げて30回成功、341ヤード、パス成功率 88% ですね。ちょっと前のジョシュ、バッファローのジョシュ・アレンの時もそうです。ちょっとパス通されすぎですね。で4タッチダウンパス取られてますね。でホームズは 111.5 のレーティング、39回投げて27回成功、3列24で 69%、2タッチダウン、インターセプトはなかったんですけどもというとこですね。でランは、ギブソンも結構抑えてましたね。ただ結構いいハイニキが、4キャリー14ヤードで、ちょっと最後のスクランブルタッチダウンがもうこれが決定打になりましたね。あと何気に、パターソン走られてますね。ルーキーですね。あとケルシーは相変わらず、キャッチ数は多くて、ヤードも稼いでくれてますね。ちょっ となかなかもう奥が開かないですし、ちょっと投げても今1対1でもちょっと勝てない部分もありましたしね。もう少しスピードで抜けるかと思ってたんですけど、ちょっとあんまり抜けないですよね。ルマカス・ロビンソン、結局48ヤード終わっちゃいましたね。100ヤードいかなかったですね。ちょっと投げられなかったですね。あと、ハードマン、ヒルは3キャッチ、84の、1タッチダウン取ってますね。相変わらず、キャッチ数も少ないですけど、アベレージは長く取れてますね。ディフェンスで言うと、ワシントンはソンヒルは結構、ただ結構これなんですかね、ミドルからロングのパスと、あとランも結構8、9ヤードぐらい取られてからのタックルなので、あんまりセーフティータックルももちろんいいんですけど、ちょっとあんまりここが増えるってことは多分抜かれてるってことですからね。ちょっとこれが痛いですね。サックは一応3サックくらいましたね。インターセプトはお互いなしというところでしたけども、スタッツいくと、チーフスは387ヤードに対してワシントンは1228ですね。ファーストダウンの数は同じ、ターンオーバーもお互いなしですね。ただこのサーダウンコンバージョンが、ワシントン10分の8でもうほぼ抑えられなかったですよね。チーフスは11の4と。ちょっと良くないですね。36%。スタッツがそこまで大きく変わりはないんですけど、このサーダウンコンバージョン、あとハイニキを止められなかったですね。これで3勝3敗になってしまいましたね。100ヤードをクリアできなかったのは、今ノーマル、スター、ノーマル、スーパースター、エクスファクターってあるんですけど、スターのまんまということですね。ということで、AFC 西地区で今、チーフス最下位になっちゃいましたね。チャージャーズとブロンコス4勝2敗。最下位というと、星は一つの差なんですけども、チャージャーズ、ブロンコスは4勝2敗並んで、レイダース、チーフス3勝3敗ということですね。ということで、ちょっと苦しい試合展開です。次が今度、テネシー・タイタンズになりますね。一応今1勝5敗と出てますね。ヘンリーがいるので、1勝5敗といってもちょっと、なかなか厳しい試合になるんじゃないかなというふうに思いますね。ちょっとここまでなかなか、いい試合が見せられないんですけども、なんとか後半盛り返していきたいというふうに思います。はい、以上でWeek6終わります。